Vaya.
Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana
Narayana
Namaskrityam
Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranchaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim
Devi
Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato
Tato Udiraye
Ashtaprayashva Bhadreshu
Ashtaprayasvadresu
Nityam
Bhadreshu
Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam
Nityam
Bhagavate Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Uttamaśloke
Loke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naisiti
Bhaktir
Bhakti
Bhagavate
Bhakti Nastiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishna
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Devaki
Devi
Nandanaya
Nandanaya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Nandagopakumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. So today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 38. 1:19:38. The chapter name is The Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So please repeat the sloka behind me. Yacharotyam atho japyam
Yat
Yat chrotavyam atho japyam.
yat kartavyam nṛbhiḥ prabho
Yat
Yat
kartavyam
kartavyam prabho.
prabho
smartavyam bhajanīyaṁ
smartavyam
Smartavyam
bhajanīyaṁ
bhajanīyaṁ va.
brūhi yatva viparyayam.
brūhi
Brūhi
yatva
yatva
viparyayam
viparyayam.
Word by word meaning. Please repeat begin me. Yat,
Yat
Yat
whatever.
whatever
whatever.
Śrotavyam,
chrotavyam
śrotavyam
worth hearing.
worth hearing
Atho,
atho
thereof.
thereof
Thereof.
Japyam,
japyam
Japyam.
chanted.
chanted
Chanted.
Yat,
yat
Yat.
what also.
what also
What also.
Kartavyam,
kartavyam
Kartavyam.
executed.
executed
Executed.
nṛbhiḥ,
nṛbhiḥ
Nṛbhiḥ.
by the people in general.
by the
the
By the
people
people in general.
Prabho,
prabho
Prabho.
O Master.
O
O
O
Master
Master.
Smartavyam,
smartavyam
Smartavyam.
that which is remembered.
that
that
which
which
That
is
which is remembered.
Bhajanīyaṁ,
bhajanīyaṁ
worshipable.
worshipable
Worshipable.
Va,
va
ether.
either
Either.
Brūhi.
brūhi
brūhi.
Brūhi.
Please explain.
Please
Please
explain.
explain.
Yatva,
yatva
Yadva.
what it may be.
What it may
what
What
be.
it
it may be.
Viparyayam,
viparyayam
Viparyayam.
against the principle.
against
Against the principle.
Translation and purport by is giving a Sabay Charnavanta Yeshri Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai
Jai
Sri
Sri Ram.
This sloka has only the translation, there is no purport. So please repeat the translation behind me. Please let me know
please let
let
me
Please
me
know
let me
know
know
what a man should hear,
what a
what a
man
man
what
should
a
hear
man should hear,
chant,
chant
chant,
remember,
remember
remember,
and worship,
and
and
worship
and
worship,
worship,
and also
and
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 also
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 what he should not do.
what he
what we
shouldn't
what
should
we
not
should
do.
not do.
Please explain all this to me.
Please explain all
Please
this to
explain all this
me.
to me.
Krishna.
There is no purport for this sloka. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitamyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Deshatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So we are discussing the chapter appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So when Parikshit Maharaj left all the material activities, and when he heard that he is going to die in within 7 days, he came to the bank of Ganges and he sat for the fast until death. And by hearing that, all the sages all over the universe, they assembled there. At that time, Parikshit Maharaj also came over, Sukadeva Goswami also came over there. So anonymously, all the sages and as well as Parikshit Maharaj, everyone elected Sukadeva Goswami as a preacher or the speaker of that place. Then he gave the honorable seat to Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva Goswami also humbly accepted that, and he also offered his obeisances to all his father and as well as Narada Muni. So they said, and now Parikshit Maharaj glorified Sukadeva Goswami, and now he is asking the question to Sukadeva Goswami. What is the question he is asking? Please let me know what a man should hear, chant, remember, and worship, and what he should not do. Please explain all this to me. So in this question, we can understand that this is the kind of question we should ask from a person who is a spiritual person. Or in the another way, this is the only hankering with us always. What should I hear? What should I chant? What should I remember? And how to worship? And what should I not do? This is the only question. This is not only for Parikshit Maharaj. This question should arise each and every living beings in this material, human being in this material world. Because currently, whatever the general people, general common people, if you see, whatever they want, they will hear. It is depends upon their senses. So since we are all addicted to our senses, depend on that, we will hear. Somebody hear that devotional songs, somebody wanted to hear the cine movie songs, somebody wanted to hear the speech of the politicians. So somebody wanted to hear from his favorite actors. So this is the way people are, different varieties are there in front of us. But very, very few understand that we should, because Parikshit Maharaj knows this why Parikshit Maharaj asked this question to Sukadeva Goswami. It is for the Kali Yuga people. It is not for him actually. Because he is the great devotee of the Lord. That's the reason they were assembled there to discuss about the Lord. But he is asking the question on behalf of all of us. What should we do this? What we should do here? What should chant, remember, and worship? Because that means currently we are not doing all those things. In the Kali Yuga, people are they already predicted that Kali Yuga people won't do all those things. So since it should, if it is the instructions, if it is coming from the pure devotee like Sukadeva Goswami, then the next generation and the coming generation will follow that. That's the reason Parikshit Maharaj asked these questions immediately. Because of our sense gratification mood, all of us are in the, we see there are hundreds of varieties people are there to engage in the hearing, chanting, and remembering and worshipping. Somebody worshipping the cine actors, they are keeping a statue of cine actors. They are pouring the milk and they are putting the garland. What they did, they don't know. What kind of activities they did? Just they acted in a movie. That's all. See, already we are in the illusionary world, the temporary world. In that also there is they are doing only the acting, and because of our emotional feelings, because they touched our emotions, we are unable to. We are thinking that they are the topmost person, and we are glorifying them. In the olden days and all, in the Vedic culture, the people who are all doing this kind of doing the drama, they used to, the area there is no movie and all, that time drama, street drama will be there. So these people are very, very poor people, and they will be treated as a kind of a outcast people. They won't mix with the higher caste people. Outcast, they will keep it as an outcast because they won't follow the regulatory principles. That's the reason they are not, because they are mixed with women, they intoxicate. That's the reason they won't be considered as a proper in the proper society. They won't mingle with the proper society. That's the reason. But in the current Kali Yuga, what happened? They are keeping in the position of God. We are keeping them as a position of God, and we are worshipping them. And whenever there is a new movie, people are going badly. People are going and buying the tickets. So they are. See, earlier the movie and all, initially the movie and all, it will run for 100 days, 200 days, like that. It was there. So now what is happening? One day only. The one day only people, they are collecting the more money. Crores of money they are spending on that, and crores of money people are also spending for that. So immediately then what we will blame the government. So government is not doing any welfare activity for us. They are not putting not a proper road. They're not giving the proper, they're not taking care of this cleanliness. All those things we are saying. But whatever the money we are spending collectively, it is in the crores of money we are spending within the unworthy area, like movies, like on the sports, on the music, on the pub. So whatever the money we are spending, 90% of the human energy is getting wasted for the sense gratification. So that is the reason we can't, because we are not eligible to speak about the politicians also, because they also into the another category, because they are also not from the godly consciousness, right? That's the reason they also, how much ever these people are become, yeah, suppose they are supposed to be a servant. Actually, the politicians supposed to be a servant. That is the reason for the democracy. Democracy means people for people. But what is happening once they become a minister or a chief minister or president or prime minister, then they become their thing. My mentality is become they are the controller of this. Then again the mad people who put the vote, they go and beg in front of them, and they'll took the position of a king position. Again the people will begin taking the position of slave position. So initially the king and king culture was not good. We will become slave. So we want to be a democracy. So then we come up with a democracy idea. But here also the same thing is happening. So always this will be there in the material world. So we don't want to get into that kind of politics, that kind of cinema, that kind of sports, because always these are all the only way how to distract our consciousness. This by hearing the city songs, by seeing the movie, by seeing a sports, what is happening? Just we are the momentary, for some time we are feeling that someone else is getting benefited out of that. We are spending the money, we are spending our time, we are spending our energy, and we are wasting our eyes and valuable time, and we are seeing that, and we are telling them, believing that this is the enjoyment. The people who are acting there and who are doing that, who are playing there, those people, they are getting more, whatever the money accumulated by us, they are getting more money there. So how much ever the person can be, person can give the enjoyment to others, that much my wealth he will accumulate, the person will accumulate. So that is happening, individual person. So that is happening in this material, but we are seeing in front of us, we are seeing people madly going the mundane way of their hearing, also mundane way, chanting the politicians' names, cine actors' names, and players' names. So they're chanting their names and remembering what they are remembering, how the movie actor acted. So similarly, they are also, their body language also changing like that. How they are going on the bike. We also, I need to go on the bike like that. How he fought, I also need to fight like that. So we are trying to imitate them. They are already imitating in the movie and all. They are just acting. They are not originally. They are not doing this. Just imitation. But we are trying to imitate the same thing in our real life. Then we are getting the pain out of that, and we are worshipping the unworthy people also. So this is the current Kali Yuga. This is the Kali Yuga prabhava. It is happening. So that's the reason Maharaja Parikshit, he asked the important question: what we need to do, so that at least who are all who are all having the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, who are connected with the Krishna consciousness, who are all wanted to get into the bhakti mode, they can understand all those things. And even though the tinge of that kind of, so anyway, we are not fully pure from all these material activities. We should have something. We may have something small kind of attraction. We have. So in order to relieve from that, Parikshit Maharaj asked this question to Sukadeva Goswami. And after this is happened in the Bhagavatam, and there are 6 favorable and unfavorable principles. Sri Rupa Goswami, in teaching the teachings of instructions, he was telling 6 favorable principles for bhakti and 6 unfavorable principles for bhakti. So we will go through one by one. What are the 6 favorable principles for bhakti? First is being enthusiastic. So in the Krishna consciousness or in bhakti, we need to always enthusiastic. We need to use our intelligence how to enthusiast, because by seeing us, because we are all the devotee community, if you see in this world, it is very limited. Always it is going to be a minority only. 850 crores of populations are there in this material world currently in our earth. There is a calculation. It is saying that 850 crores of human beings are there. So in that 850 crores, if you count the devotees, very few only become devotees. Not many other are worshipper of demigods. We can't consider them as a devotees. Very few. Say at least okay. You can take the people who are the devotion, who are the understand the worship. We need to worship somebody in the sense worship the demigods. At least demigods are supreme lord. Anybody, if you take that category also, it will be very minority. In that, who knows Krishna and who knows who is the supreme and who worship them only, that category is very less. So in that group also, who are just doing for the sake of doing and who are doing for wholeheartedly, who wanted to progress in bhakti, that are also very few. So if you categorize those, the count is very, it is coming as a few, very few. So in order to make others attracted, because by seeing us only, others can be attracted, because we are following that. Is somebody following that? If we attracted, then we will also follow. See, in the movie, the cine actor, they tore his pant and they are wearing. So by seeing that, the next day in the market, they are selling the similar kind of pant and it is getting sold immediately because it got attracted. Somebody attracted, somebody influencing, because of the others getting attracted, they are purchasing and they are using. The similar way, this is the human tendency. So we need to use that human tendency favorable to bhakti. So for the devotee, we also exhibit that kind of qualities so that others get attracted towards us and they'll also try to take the bhakti, even the non-devotees also. So we always need to enthusiastic in doing the devotional service. And there should not be any selfish meditation on this. So only we need to, our enthusiasm should be only on the mean of bhakti and how to attract others so that they can also take the bhakti. And the next one is enduring with confidence. So we should have the confidence on Krishna. See, we are following bhakti. We should have full 100% faith on the Lord, that Lord will protect me at any situation. So that confidence we should have. Yes, if you see the pure devotees of the Lord, the sannyasis, so they will have the 100% conviction that Lord will protect me at any cost. So they won't fear for anything. They always, wherever they won't fear, they won't afraid of that next tomorrow what I will eat, where I will sleep. Even though they don't have any shelter, they don't have any mean to get the food and shelter for next day. So they won't worry about that things. They will just roam around. They know that Krishna will arrange for that. These are all the mundane thing. Eating and sleeping, it is one of the bodily thing. So bodily thing, I don't want to worry about that. And anyway, Krishna arranged that. It is arranged for all the animals. Why can't Krishna arrange for me also? So that is a conviction of the pure devotees of the Lord. And they will go, sannyasis, they will go around all over the world, and they will the only work is they will spread the knowledge of Krishna and they will make the devotees many. So why they are able to make the many devotees? Because their conviction, their confidence on the Lord. So even Prabhupada, if you take the Prabhupada, when he went to Western countries, America, we don't have any money within only 40 rupees he went there. He don't know anybody there. But after 10 years, what happened? 10 years, things got changed. He had 5,000 devotees all over the, so 5,000 disciples all over the world. He made 5,000 devotees all over the world. Single-handedly he left. We don't have any support from anybody. Single-handedly he started the movement. 5,000 all over the world. He made 5,000 disciples. 108 temples all over the world he made within 10 years of time. So why? What is the reason behind that? Because of his confidence behind Krishna. On the lotus feet of Krishna, he submitted himself that Krishna, you will take care of me, and I am just a puppet in front of your hands. In the hands of in your hands, I am just a puppet. So you, whatever the way you want to act to me, I will act. That's all. I don't have anything on my hand. That is the fully surrendered. So then Krishna will act on behalf of us. So that is the example of Prabhupada example. And next, another thing, we need to have a patience in Bhakti. The favorable principle is one of the favorable for Bhakti is we should have the patience. And Prabhupada always used to say that if somebody newly married, immediately the child won't get born. It will take some time. It will take, even though the woman is pregnant, it will take 10 months to deliver the baby. So we should not expect a baby within next day. So this is the way, the similarity, how the newly married couple, they are patiently, they are waiting for a baby. The similar way, the person who is started the devotional activities also, patiently he need to follow the rules and regulations and just follow the spiritual master guidance. Then automatically the progress will happen and you will get the taste of Bhakti. So that is, patience is the another one for favorable for Bhakti. And the fourth one, acting according to regulative principles. So we have to act according to the regulative principles. We should not make our own principle, or we should not, okay, we should not say, okay, anyway, we are only one day we can have this intoxication. So we don't want to go to the hard thing like liquor and all. You can say small things, the intoxication, how we addicted to the tea, coffee. If we are going, somebody asking, forcing us to drink tea, then we will say, one day I'm only drinking. What is going to happen? One day I can drink. If I drink, this person became a devotee. We don't want to compromise in that way. So we need to be strict on our principles. Okay, we are following the 4 regulative principles. This is my way. So that is tapasya. So that way we have to strictly acting in the way. What is the 4th regulative principle we are following? We have to follow strictly. So if you are strict, how we are following by how much conviction you have on this, on your steadiness, that much the opposite person can attracted towards you. Because we should not compromise just to give. So somebody, if you are giving, some big politician came, so they asking us to take tea. We should not take tea, coffee, something, or some chocolate or something. If they ask to take, then we should not take that. Yes, we have some rules and regulations, so we won't take. That's why we need to be on our point firmly. So that is another way, another thing to favorable Bhakti. Firm on the regulative principles. And next one, abandoning association with non-devotees. So abandoning, so if you have the non-devotees association, they will one day, you may not feel that, but one day you will drag into the materialistic way of life. If you associate with the non-devotees, you may small way they will pull you. Okay, there the saree is good, that dress is good there. We'll go and see. Just we do the window shopping, you will come back. Then we will say, what is there that enemy? I will take the chanting back. We will go there. We will say that what are we attracted by the dresses, and we will get into that paya. So okay, I will purchase this. How it will look on me. So we will get into the bodily conscious. How? If you associate with the non-devotees. So that is not needed. So we should avoid the association of non-devotees. Next, what is that? Following in the footstep of previous acharyas. So what are the previous, how can we success in our spiritual life? Following the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So what are their footsteps? What are their day-to-day activities? By hearing and reading their biography, we can understand that how they lived a life. So we can also follow the small principles followed. We have to follow that like wake up early in the morning, taking bath early in the morning, chanting, reading, and Srimad Bhagavatam. All those, if you follow the footsteps of the previous acharyas, that will also favorable for bhakti and it will take to the next level. So these are the 6 points we discussed which are favorable for bhakti. And what are not favorable for bhakti? The first thing is eating more than necessary or collecting more fund than required. So if you are eating more than necessary, your body won't allow you to do enthusiastic service. You will feel tiredness or you will feel sleepy. And it won't allow us to do any devotional service. So eat what is required and collect more than necessary the requirement of the care about. So if you are collecting, if you want to endeavor that I want to earn more money so that I can become happy, like that we should not think that. If you are going on to collect more money, then your mind will be on the materialistic way only. I want to collect money, this way, that way. There are 1,000 ways are there to collect money. So you will go into the fund collection only. Collection of fund in accumulating the wealth. Then we will forget the devotional activities. So devotional activities, what is favorable? It is said that in the Shastras, in the Bhagavatam itself, it is said that we need to like a Ajgar, python. The python, it won't endure much. Whatever it will sleep some place. Whatever the animal it is coming near to him, near to this Ajgar, it will eat that animal. It won't endure for it will go on, it will like a lion and tiger, it won't go behind any food, any prey. It will sit one place and it will eat whatever it is coming near to this. So the similar way in the bhakti also, we should not try to endeavor more money, accumulate more money, more wealth. Because whatever Lord is blessed to us, we just satisfy with that, so that if we are accumulating more wealth, it will deviate the path from the path of devotional service. And the next one is over endeavoring of mundane things that are very difficult to obtain. So we should not over enduring for the mundane thing. So see, suppose we are working in a small company. We are working as suppose for IT company. We are working in IT company. We should not endeavor to, okay, I want to become a CEO of this company. I want to work fully 24 hours so that I can become a CEO of this company one day. That is the mundane thing. We should not endeavor for such things. Whatever it is we are getting, we should happy with that, and we need to more concentrate on the bhakti. So we have to avoid over endeavoring the mundane things. And third thing is talking unnecessary. That is a prajalpa, mundane subject matter. We should not talk much. Not much. We should avoid mundane talk about others, talk about neighbors, talk about the cine actor, talk about the politician, talk about the sportsman. All those things, it's a waste of time. That we are not going to get anything out of it. We just waste of time, and our mind also get polluted. So if you talk about a politician for an hour or cine actor for an hour, then you sit for chanting, what will happen? Whatever you talk, then everything will come on in front of your eyes. So that's the reason we should avoid. This is not a favorable for bhakti, talking about the mundane subject matter. And the fourth thing, practicing the scriptural rules and regulation just for the sake of following them and for the sake of spiritual advancement, and rejecting the rules and regulations of the scriptures and working independently or whimsically. So we should practically, whatever we are following the rules and regulation, scriptural rules, we have to follow in the conviction that it will take me to the advance, the next level in the bhakti. In that sense, we need to follow that. It is not just everybody following, I also following. You should not do that. In that way, if you follow, then you won't progress in bhakti. So that is also unfavorable situation. And also we should not change the rules and regulation, whatever is there. We should not change the rules and regulation according to our sake. Acharya can change the rules and regulations, but not the normal people like us should change the rules and regulation. So that is also if you change, then it will affect our bhakti, not favorable for the bhakti. And the fifth one, association with worldly mind person who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. So whatever the first is we discussed here, association. Your association should be who are the devotees, then only we can progress in bhakti. Otherwise, what will happen? We will associate with the worldly people who are not in Krishna consciousness. They will drag us out of Krishna consciousness, out of devotion. So that's the reason we need to avoid the association of worldly minded person. And last one, being greedy for mundane achievements. We should not be greedy of the mundane achievements. I want to see, here it is mentioning desire for mystic power, merging into the Brahman. These are all even these people, mystic power or merging into Brahman, they will do some devotional activities. Then using that, using out of that, they will get it. But till that is also not, these are the mundane. That is also mundane. That's what here Sanatana Goswami is saying. That's also mundane activity. Mystic, getting the mystic power, and merging into the Brahman. Whimsically starving for wealth. Starving for wealth means, so people, politicians, they will say, I'm fasting until death. If something happen in the mundane world, if you're not announcing, government is not announcing for the farmers, then we will go on until death. We'll go fasting and fast until death. So all those things, starvings, these are all mundane things. We should not do all those things. We should not greed more also. So these are the 6 unfavorable things which are keep away us from the bhakti. So we have to follow this 6 favorable, 6 unfavorable things. If you take it in our heart, definitely we can progress in bhakti. So today's sloka we discussed. Parikshit Maharaj asked the questions for us, what to hear, what to chant, what to remember, and whom to worship. All those things he asked to Sukadeva Goswami, and what we should not do. And we discussed about the 6 favorable and unfavorable principles provided by Srila Rupa Goswami in the next of instruction. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. Anybody has any questions, any doubt, any clarification?